How's it going, everybody? Today is a day, the 17th of the 5th, is the day that the Dublin Monaghan Bombings happened in 1974. Now, there's been nobody charged with these crimes, but I just thought in memory of the people who died, I thought I'd make this video. In 1974, I was the head chef in the Paris Hotel in Kildare Street, and I was walking up the street back to work when the bomb went off in front of me, and two women were killed. Anna Massey, only 21 years of age, and Christina O'Loughlin, 51. And I didn't know what happened at that time. I was very fortunate because I actually stopped to talk to a guy on the corner of Grafton Street for 1 minute, and that 1 minute saved me walking into the bomb, And when I got up to the corner, there was bodies all over the place, and we turned the front of Paris Hotel into a bit of a hospital ward and tried to help the injured. I didn't realise there was two women killed actually at the time. But there's been no investigation, or the investigation into these bombings has been stopped by the Irish government, and you have to ask yourself why. And nobody's ever been charged with the murders of 34 people, and of course hundreds injured. And there was evidence the British security forces were involved in the bombings, supported by British Army Captain Fred Holroyd, who worked for MI6 during the 70s in Northern Ireland, in the 6 counties. I hate saying Northern Ireland. Holroyd said that the bombings were part of a pattern of collusion between the elements of the security forces in the 6 counties and the loyalist paramilitaries. He claimed as the main organiser of the bombings, Hanna, had contact with intelligence officers who reported to Holroyd. He also claimed that elements of the Irish security forces agreed to freeze border areas for British forces. This meant Irish forces would leave the area for a given amount of time, primarily so the British forces could cross the border to kidnap IRA members. Holroyd claimed that the Assistant Garda Commissioner, Edmund Garvey, met him, an RUC officer, at Garda Headquarters in 1975. Holroyd claimed Garvey and another Gardaí, codenamed the Badger, as being on the British side. These are Irishmen. Garvey later denied that the meeting took place. However, Barron found that the visit by Holroyd to Garda Headquarters unquestionably did take place, notwithstanding Commissioner Garvey's inability to recall. Garvey was dismissed by the incoming Fianna Fáil Government in 1978, who simply stated they had no longer confidence in him as the Garda Commissioner. The Barron inquiry found members of the Gardaí and RUC attempted to unfairly and unjustly undermine Holroyd's evidence. It said some of the RUC officers interviewed by the inquiry, in apparent eagerness to deny Holroyd any credibility whatsoever, themselves made inaccurate and misleading statements, which have unfortunately tarnished their own credibility. And it's always very poignant time, and I think about how close I came to death that day myself, had I not stopped to talk to someone on the corner of Grafton Street. But nobody's ever been charged with these murders, as it's plainly stated there. I got that down off a Wikipedia page. It's been plainly stated there that there was involvement there by the RUC and by MI6. And what gets me is, why do Irish politicians cover up for the murders of our own people? Why did they betray our own people? It's really, really sad. So on this day, the 17th of the 5th, 1974, there was 34 innocent Irish civilians killed by car bombs, and nobody's been charged with a crime. So let's pause for a moment and try and give them respect, and hopefully the people who this will be put out in the open, and people will accept responsibility. I don't understand it. I don't understand why our own government will be in collusion with the British MI6. Anyway, that's my little piece on this day, the 17th to the 5th.